Hi, this is Trevor Emdon here again, and I had an email from someone earlier today, and I just thought I'd share with you the conversation that transpired, which was about, well, I'll tell you in a moment what it was about. What it was about, really, was the one thing that you have that everyone and anyone would, in theory, pay you for. You have it, even though I don't know who you are looking through this camera lens as I am in my office. Okay? I don't know who you are, but I guarantee that you have this thing. And the problem is that most people that I come across anyway aren't aware of it. Once you know that you have it, you have the building block of success in any area of life that you wish, including financial success. You have that right now. So what am I talking about? Well, think about who are the highest paid people in the world. I don't just mean individuals, I mean as a group. As a group of people, as a generic collection of people. Who generally earns the most money? Is it doctors, teachers, nurses, charity workers? All very worthy people, aren't they? They should, in theory, earn huge amounts of money. After all, those people are saving lives and improving lives and educating us. But they don't, do they? Some of them are amongst the lowest paid workers. So that's not the answer. Who is it then? Well, I'll tell you. It's entertainers. People who entertain us in some form. Singers, actors, sports people. David Beckham. You know, Elvis Presley, still earning money. He's been dead for nearly 40 years. Now, I'm not begrudging them the money, not at all. I'm more than happy to pay money to see people like that, or hear people like that. I buy music, I go to concerts, I rent or buy films, or I go to the movies like everybody else. As I record this, there is a new James Bond movie about to come out. I have no doubt that it will take millions of dollars and pounds and any other currency you care to name. It's, I don't know how long it is. It'll be 90 or so minutes of sheer escapist entertainment, as they always are. And I will be one of the people contributing to that fund of money, because I want to see it too. Why? You can't eat it. You can't, it doesn't pay the rent. It doesn't keep you warm. So why do we pay so much money to be entertained? Well, there's just one simple answer to that. It feels good. It feels good. And we will pay a lot of money to feel good. So, what am I saying then? Am I saying that we should all be entertainers? You should be an entertainer. Well, you might have that ambition and the talent. Good luck. But most of us are never going to be entertainers, not at that level anyway. But we can make other people feel good. We can add value to life by feeling good. And that's the thing that we were talking about in this email conversation. Adding value. You add value to the world, and that's what people pay you for. Now, the caveat here, especially in the day and age we're living in, the internet age, which is a fantastic resource for the most part. I know it has its downsides. I know it has flaws and faults. Every element of society does. But I'm not here to criticize the internet. I love the internet. I live on the internet, and quite often I make my living from the internet. So I'm very grateful to the internet, as well as just finding it a marvel. But there is a warning in this context. Do not make the mistake of thinking that you can reach out to your computer and push a button and have money spit out. unless you're adding some value. Regurgitating other people's material is not adding value. By all means, repost things on Facebook and stuff if it makes people laugh or makes people think, but don't expect them to pay you for it. That's not adding anything. You have to contribute something of value. And what is that thing? What have you got that you can contribute? Now don't go searching around the loft or the attic to see what you can put on eBay. I'm not talking about that. What you have is here in your heart and here in your head. And when you mix those two together, when you blend them together, then you have the cocktail. Because there's only one you. You are the value. People spend so much time trying to think, how can I do it, instead of how should I be? I wrote a whole book about this. It's called The Book of Being. Check it out on Amazon if you want. Maybe I'll put a link to it somewhere on the page where I published this video, and you can check it out. But I didn't come here to sell you my book. I'd be very happy if you go and buy my book. I think it adds value. I wrote it, but that's not my message today. My message is about believing in yourself and being yourself. Even if you do know, maybe you know how to, grow tomatoes or tomatoes, depending which part of the world you come from. Maybe you're very good at that. And there are a bazillion people who know how to do that too. But only you can explain it your way. You may have no new technique, but you do have a unique way of explaining it. And some people who are interested in, I wish I knew how to grow tomatoes like you, will love the way you teach it. And they will become your fan and your aficionado, and not some other gardeners when it comes to growing tomatoes. No, they might be a complete gardener's tart when it comes to growing daffodils or pears or apples. Somebody else might explain that better. But if you're the one that makes the penny drop about, oh, that's what you do to get the tomatoes looking that great and tasting so gorgeous. Oh, nobody ever explained it to me the way you did. That's the key. It's being yourself, and that's a silly example. But only you have your way of putting things across. This message here that I'm putting across right this minute today, it's not new, and I learned it from other people. But this is my way of understanding it, my way of meshing together in my mind the messages that I've got over the years and how I've applied some of them in my own life. You see what I mean? And so, hopefully, somebody, maybe more than somebody, maybe lots of somebodies, will watch and hear my video about this and go, oh, Trevor Emdon explained that to me in a way that made it come to life, made it real. And then they'll tell somebody else, and they'll come back to see more of my videos, read more of my blogs, and maybe join my mailing list, and maybe do business with me somewhere down the line. You see what I mean? You are the element of your success. I hope that helps. I hope that's inspired you. And I will see you in another blog post. Thanks for watching.